Hey everybody, it's Charlie from DM Sound, and today we've got the sound system demo of the 2024 Mercedes-Benz eSprinter and its 5-speaker standard audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the 10.25-inch infotainment screen works, take a look at audio inputs, adjustments, controls, and speaker locations. Then we're going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Now, if you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning and you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And if you want to hear even more on the system, sign up to become a Daily Motor member. Yes, I am going to be recording a members-only sound test on this one, so it gives you a chance to hear the system in a lot of different types of music and support the channel, so you can find that linked below. Now, before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. Honestly, a pretty darn big deal vehicle here for the car market, the Mercedes-Benz eSprinter. Got it pulled in here a little bit in order to get it out of the sun, allow you to see the sound system a little bit better. But look at the size of this thing. It is the high roof, long wheelbase, but I don't think it is the longest Sprinter you can get, but it is the one configuration for the eSprinter. Plenty of room for activities here in this one, but I've been most impressed by how easy it is to drive. So if you do want to see more on the eSprinter, check the link below. We've got a full review. We're also going to be doing a highway range test and that members only testing. No infotainment review on this one. Can't imagine the market is super high for that. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality Roland binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory default. So let's take a look at those now. Like I said, the larger 10.25-inch infotainment screen here for the Sprinter, running, honestly, a better version of the Mercedes' infotainment than some of their larger, more luxurious cars. It's very straightforward to use. You still get physical controls for all your climate, volume, track, etc. But you can go home, see how quickly things respond. It works very similarly to other Mercedes models. We'll go over here into the media screen and then click the gear icon. And we're given adjustments for bass, mid-range, and treble. Let's go through those. Decent bit of adjustability there. Below that you have left and right. I guess that would be balance control. No fader in here considering there's nothing behind us. And then loudness normalization, adjustment of the perceived volume to one level. And typically if you're driving around, that's going to make up for the wind noise and the road noise, but I'm going to actually have this off for this test because I don't want any sort of changes to our track's recording fidelity. And that's all we've got for audio adjustments. For audio inputs here in the eSprinter, you have USB-C ports right up in there. You've got wireless and wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth support, and if we head back home and check out the radio, you've got AM, FM, and Sirius XM radio. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, there's no USB-A port, so if you carry around a USB stick, make sure you got an adapter, and no 3.5mm auxiliary input jack, and no sort of streaming services built in that I can see. For audio controls here in the eSprinter, like I said, you got a nice volume control right here in the middle. Kind of rock it up and down. You can also drag it along once the screen is up. You've got a volume slider on the right side of the wheel. I'd prefer if that were just clickage, but slider is okay. Just can't get too sweaty or have gloves on, I guess. For track selection, you've got a physical control here. You can use the touchscreen if you're in the proper menu, or you can utilize the steering wheel in a very convoluted way to make it so you can control the tracks there. Speaker locations, very straightforward on this one. 5-speaker system. Starting in the bottom, you've got kind of a probably woofery mid-range there. 1, tweeter up front 2, center mid-range 3, and 4, 5 on the other side. I'm not going to do the 5.1 demo on this one. I can already tell you it down mixes from 5.1 down to 2 channel, very straightforward. So with that, let's get out on the road. maximum volume. I shouldn't have to explain to you that this is not very good. The only saving grace is that everything's just really quiet, but it's still decently in balance. So it's not like the system's just throwing cupcakes at the wall and hoping some sort of sound sticks. No, it's definitely not pumping out much, but it's keeping things decently balanced so you can still hear most of the music. The only thing that's really falling off is anything in the bass frequencies. But, I mean, for this type of vehicle, it could be much, much sloppier. For this next track, we will turn the bass all the way up. Just see what happens. Okay, so it does change things a little bit. But now we're getting some rattlage. Not really any mirror shakage. Yeah, okay, so not terrible, but not great. And of course, we have no dedicated way to change tracks. on the 5-speaker sound system here in the Mercedes-Benz eSprinter. Obviously, it's not a good system. It's missing a whole bunch of. First of all, you can't listen to it loud because it just calms itself, compresses it right down, and then you lose a bunch of that bass. There's not really any bass there. However, the saving grace of this system for me is the fact that at medium to low volumes, there's a decent amount of fidelity there, and the balance is actually fairly decent with these speakers. It sounds like they used a decent enough quality speaker. The placement's good, and they did try. So, I mean, I've been in full-size pickup trucks that are new that sound worse than this. So, it is coming in at an E tier, don't get me wrong, but given the fact that this is a 2-door, 2-seater cargo van, it could be much worse. So just keep that in mind. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the eSprinter, check the link below. And I apologize for the sunlight. We're given limited time with this car and got to do what I got to do regarding filming. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from DM Sound, and as always, drive on.